Everybody, welcome back to the T Swift Sisters podcast. We have some exciting stuff to talk about tonight. I was really excited about our last episode where we talked about like everything leading up to Era's tour, and now that we've actually had the first two shows, there is so much more to unpack, and I'm absolutely here for it. So we're going to be doing two segments today. We do have a new What's Up Taylor Swift, just a few fun little news stories. And then we are actually turning our fan questions into a new segment called Dear Reader. So just like that little, play on Taylor words. So before Era's tour kicked off, we know that Taylor launched 4 new songs. What do you guys think? We had All the Girls You've Loved Before, If This Was a Movie, Taylor's version, Safe and Sound, and Eyes Open. Thoughts? First listens, how'd it go?
I absolutely loved If This Was a Movie.
Yes.
Like, I think it's my favorite of the 4, like as in just song in general. And I actually listened to it before it was Taylor's version, like a week before. And I was like, wow, I forgot this song existed, and like had been jamming. So when she released it, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
I was really excited for that one. Like when Taylor Nation tweeted about it, literally like all I could think of was the opening like verse of that song. Like it was stuck in my head completely. I really like that song. I forgot how good of a song it was until like I listened to it again, and I was like, love you. But with that, now that you brought up If This Was a Movie, I wanted to talk about how it was a Speak Now Deluxe song, and when it was released as Taylor's version, it was put on Fearless TV.
That's so true.
Like, did you notice it when it came out?
I noticed that it was, well, number one, I noticed how all the songs were so hard to find.
Yes. Oh my God, I couldn't find them either.
Yeah, like I had to like completely look it up, and then it was like weirdly put as like an album song. I didn't notice that it was like put as a Fearless. I knew it was put as a Fearless song, but I didn't notice that it was like changed. So that's interesting.
Like you kind of just forgot that it was even a Speak Now song kind of thing. Yeah, so I was like, what the heck? That's kind of weird. But I mean, we don't have Speak Now. We don't have any cover art for it, right? So it's like, where could it have gone? But then it's like, why would you even release it? Not gonna lie, like I don't understand why it came out. If it didn't come out when Fearless TV originally came out, and like we don't have Speak Now, so why are you dropping it? But then a lot of people brought this up when I was like, catching up with everybody when the song came out, is that If This Was a Movie was the only song on Speak Now that Taylor co-wrote with somebody.
Okay.
So removing it from Speak Now, Taylor's version, would mean that every single song on Speak Now is now written and owned by Taylor Swift. No co-writers, no like the entire album belongs to Taylor Swift. Like it was that one song that was keeping her from having this album that was completely her writing.
Okay.
So I mean, I can see that, I guess.
That makes sense.
Then you should have just put it in Fearless TV in the first place, like unless maybe she forgot. I don't know.
I also feel like it wouldn't have been weird for her to have released it like, it's like how she released This Love, and like it was like This Love Taylor's version, but 1989 was not is not a thing. So she could have released If This Was a Movie, made it like a Taylor's version, like on Speak Now, but there is no Speak Now.
Right. Yeah. Wildest Dreams has also been released as Taylor's version.
Yeah.
And they each have their own photo.
Yeah, like she could have very well done that. So I think it's like like there has to be a reason why she chose for it to be on Fearless.
But my question is to you, what is the meaning? Like, I really don't understand. Like, it's a random song. And then the Hunger Games 2 tracks that came out. So that we know that was the Red era, right? Those songs dropped in 2012. So it makes sense that she put them on Red TV. But like, I don't get why she didn't release them before. Like, why are you releasing them now?
Right. That's why, like, them as a group, like, why are they grouped together at the same time, same release?
Damn, I feel like now we're gonna have to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, I think we need to find some meaning to this.
But I am so freaking glad that she released All of the Girls You Loved Before. I have to admit that I heard it when it leaked, and I was like, That ish is good. Adriana and I were listening to it in
So
bed, and
good.
he's literally like, I love when he's a closet Swiftie. I swear to God, it makes my life. But he's listening to it with me, and he's like, "Oh, babe, Lover's such a good album. This song is amazing." I'm like, "Please marry me." Yesterday, it's
That
so freaking good.
song.
Her vocals on it are amazing.
I just love the beat, the word, the lyrics. Oh my God, so good. I love it. There's some lines that I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I also saw people speculating that Taylor might have been behind the leak just so that she could release the song so that she could play it on tour. Obviously, from everything we've seen, we know she didn't play it at the opening weekend of Eras tour, but it's not like it doesn't mean that it's not going to be a song that she does play or like doesn't play, you know.
Yeah.
I'd be happy if she did.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
freaking love that song. I have it on repeat.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Mhm.
All right, so our next story for What's Up Taylor Swift. Did you guys see this? How freaking cute is it? A Swiftie got married at the Eras Tour opening weekend. She got married night 2 in row 1. Renee Hurtado is her name, and honestly, I love that her name is Renee. Like it just
I was gonna say that.
it makes it that much
Manifest it.
better. So she said that she's been a Swiftie for years. They shared her the article, sorry, was published on Rolling Stone, so we'll share that. And she got engaged and she was planning, like she knew that she wanted Taylor to be part of her nuptials. So she's like, how do we make this happen? And she literally just got her maid of honor, got ordained the same day and married them during Lover.
That's so, so wild.
It's so freaking cute. The videos are all over TikTok. I'm sure you can just search like Eras Tour wedding and it comes up. But Taylor actually liked the TikToks like of them getting married. So I thought that was super cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a wedding. I saw like 2 proposals, I think.
Yeah, I saw a proposal.
There were a bunch apparently.
I love that. I love that for our Swifties, you know. Kudos to the men who are taking their girlfriends to Taylor Swift
True.
concerts and then making them their wives while they're there.
Yeah.
Complete
Good
opposite
point.
would happen to me. Adrian would take me to the Taylor Swift concert, and instead of coming home with a husband, I'd come home single.
He would just drop you off the concert and then pick you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. But I love that. I think it's super cute. And like, how freaking awesome is it to say that you literally got married at the Taylor Swift concert? Like,
Yeah. And Taylor has been liking a lot of these concert TikToks, so she's super active. Love that.
and then Tosh, this is your story. Take it away.
And then the last thing to say on What's Up Taylor Swift is that Taylor Swift's opening night of the Eras Tour broke a record. It broke Madonna's record for the most attended female concert in US history, which
Whoa.
is so cool. With an audience of over 69,000. So we knew Eras Tour was going to be a big deal, but like it really is a big deal.
There were more people at the Eras Tour opening night than at the Super Bowl.
That's
Wow.
wild to
And
think
they were
about.
in the
Iconic.
same stadium. They were in the same exact stadium. I mean,
That's so
obviously
cool.
Tay had floor seating, but like
Mhm.
apparently local restaurants and like businesses were saying that Taylor, like Eras Tour, was bringing in more money than the Super Bowl did.
That's so cool.
And this is just the beginning. So imagine.
know.
Okay, before we get into the next part of tonight's episode, we are going to be talking a little bit about spoilers. So I'm just letting you know now, if you're listening to this episode and you don't want to hear any spoiler whatsoever, I'm going to add our little transition audio right here so that you can skip this part and then head to the next transition. Welcome to the fun stuff. I have to say, as advanced technologically as we are and as nervous as I was going into like being spoiled from the concert, I still feel like I don't know anything. I know
that, yeah.
I know the set list, but that's because like I looked for it, you know, like I wanted to stay active in that. I wanted to know what song opened. I have not seen a full performance of anything, not a surprise song,
Same.
nothing. Anytime Taylor, like when she had her little talks with the crowd, if somebody put that that's what the video was, I skipped.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
watched.
didn't see anything on the stage. Like I saw one piece of the stage. I saw some graphics that like the video just it happened too fast and I had to see. Um the top view of the stage, like not from
Mm-hmm.
floor. I haven't seen that either. I saw one little piece and I was like, scroll. I'm like really, really happy. I really didn't see a
Yeah,
lot.
I agree. I'm the same. Like I've seen tidbits here and there and I'm fine with it. I've seen like people post on YouTube like HD
Live
quality.
stream.
Yeah, so that is, I avoid because it's easy to avoid. So I'm happy
Yeah.
with where I'm at.
Tosh,
I've
were you a
seen some
live
of her.
streamer?
No.
Okay.
I did not live stream, but I have seen like some of, like her talks, how she intros some songs and parts of performances. Like vigilante shit. I saw a good amount of.
Mhm.
But I'm not a live streamer.
Okay, so let's talk set list first.
Ooh,
What?
side note.
Okay, go.
With the set list, I also have pulled up our dream set list that we made to
Uh-huh.
kind of compare. So I'll
Okay.
have that open while we go through the eras. I thought that'd be cool to kind of do
Okay.
side by side.
One thing that I noticed from our dream set list, did we ever say what she was going to open with?
No, so I really tried hard to find it. There was, I remember you had mentioned like suspecting, not suspecting, but think it'd be cool if she did our song, like the banjo intro. Do you remember that? But I think that's
Yes.
as far as we got.
Okay. Okay. Let me actually pull up the set list so that we can look at it here while we talk about the episode. But speaking of the set list, I actually
Mhm.
created a Spotify playlist so that if you wanted to listen to the set list, we will link that for you in today's show notes, our social media stuff, so that you can go ahead and find that. I will update it as we go along. We'll talk about it a little later in the episode. I also made a playlist for the surprise song so that we could kind of keep track of that and see what's been played, since Taylor mentioned that she won't be playing those songs again throughout
Again.
the Eras tour.
Yeah, we can narrow
So
down by the time we go in August. We can narrow down maybe which surprise songs it
I
might
know,
be.
but she
True.
has so many freaking songs that I feel like you'll just never know.
Yeah, but it'll be narrowed down by a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And then we can make a bet maybe.
Okay, fine. I feel like nobody knew that Miss Americana was gonna open
No,
tour.
At
no,
all.
That
yep.
was not on my bingo card.
But she spoiled that when she on Instagram when she posted about Eras Tour, she put it's been a long time coming. Like I
Mhm.
was like the last like line of the caption, and
Yeah,
literally no, but like why would
nobody
we
picked
think
up.
that? Yeah, but it was
No.
picked up obviously after she opened with "It's been a long time coming," but it's you and me.
It's so smart though. Like she knew that everybody was gonna speculate X, Y, and Z. She was like, nobody's gonna pick this song.
Yeah.
The intro is so like it's been a long time coming. We've been waiting for this for years. And then she's telling us like it's you and me, that's my whole world. And we know Taylor loves her fans so much. Like it
Oh,
could not have been a more perfect intro, I think.
Yeah.
I
And that being
love that.
said, I haven't seen the intro of the concert. Like I
Me
haven't
either.
actually, I just know that that's what the song is and that like the sound is like it's been a long time coming and then it starts.
I
But I
saw the
love it.
intro.
I love it.
Hush.
I do have to say, I might not like I'm not saying that Taylor Swift looks at my Instagram, but I kind of guessed Miss Americana a little bit, you know? Like if you go on my personal Instagram page, um July 4th of July 2021, my caption was Miss Americana and the Miller Lite Prince for me and Adrian. And just 2 short weeks ago for his birthday,
Yeah,
my
I saw
caption,
that.
Mm-hmm.
it's you and me, that's my whole world. So,
Very true.
I mean, I'm not saying that like Taylor was inspired by my Instagram, but I'm
But
not saying that.
she definitely switched up her rehearsal when she saw your post.
That's
That's
what
She was
true.
like
like, wait, we need to open with this.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. She was like, you know what? That makes so much sense. And also, I just after I put those things together of like all the times I've used Miss Americana as my Instagram caption, I was like, oh, I'm a huge Miss Americana stan.
Yeah. I feel like it's a song that you don't know you love so much until
For sure.
Until
yeah.
like it came on in shuffle and you're like singing the chorus and then all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I forgot how much I love this song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because there's so many bops. Like,
Yeah. Especially on Lover.
yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
Mhm.
Cruel Summer as the second song. I
Go.
I kind of thought that she was gonna leave it a little farther into the concert. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was not expecting it as the second song.
But we're starting strong. Like, can
Yeah.
you imagine? Like, we're gonna pop off right at the beginning.
I cannot even imagine the energy in that room on opening night when she transitioned from Miss Americana to Cruel Summer. Like people probably lost their freaking minds.
I have goosebumps thinking about it.
Oh man, that's going to be wild live, I think. I am so freaking excited for that one. So we did not have Miss Americana on our dream set list, but we did have Cruel Summer, right?
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
for sure.
funny because when we made our individual ones, we had Cruel Summer,
And Natasha did not.
and you panicked.
I was like, fine, fine, fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we came full circle. Now we have it live at the Eras tour.
Us completely ignoring Miss Americana.
No, literally.
I
Sorry.
feel like we did a pretty bad job, by the way, in our dream set list. But it was we also
Well,
when we made that episode, we said that we knew that we weren't being realistic. Like we were
Yeah.
like, these are
yeah.
just songs that we love so much that we would want. We know
Mhm.
that they might actually not be played.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was like if she could give us a concert, like a private concert, this is what we
Yeah.
want.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that because later on in one of the later albums, there's one that I specifically said, "Oh, she's never gonna play this because this is like my bedroom favorite song, just like when I'm on my own."
Okay.
But she does. Natasha, you know what I mean? Like when I'm at home, okay, or in my car, whatever. It's not like that. Goodbye.
So she had a good selection from Lover. We got 6 good
Yeah.
songs, probably the top Lover songs. I stand by that. We next transition into Fearless with only 3 songs from Fearless.
Mhm.
I am so freaking happy that Fearless made the set list. Like
Yeah.
I cannot tell you guys how many times I've cried about it. And I actually
Yeah.
like I've seen probably 10 seconds of the performance and I cry every time. It was not on my bingo card. Like I don't think
Oh, I
that
knew she would play Fearless.
I was not expecting it at all. Like I
It's
did
on
we
our
have it?
list.
It's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that I didn't actually believe that she would play it. Like, I don't know. That was it probably is the song that I'm the most excited made the list. And the song that I was like really surprised, like, oh my God, she's actually playing Fearless. Because like the last time that I heard Fearless live was at the Speak Now World Tour.
Yeah.
It's a long time. It's a long time ago. So I know I know that I'm gonna be a mess when that plays like at the first show that I'm going to. I'm gonna be on the floor. So we have Fearless, Love Story, You Belong With Me. Those are the Fearless era. Also to know about the Eras tour, she transitions from eras. So she just does like a bunch of songs from that era and then moves over. We theorized that maybe she would have some mashups, and she had literally not one mashup. She was like,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
But I feel like it's because her costumes and like her outfits and set are really reflective of that one specific era. So
Yeah.
if she did mashups, it would be like
Yeah.
it's
Weird.
hard to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
So
go, what?
for funny enough for Fearless, like we had extras that we wanted to hear, like we would like to hear, but we said realistically it would be You Belong With Me and Love Story. Like we specifically pinpointed those. So we did a good job with that.
Pretty good.
We did. I feel like there's some that we did like, but then there's some that we were just completely off. I don't know if we did a good job in Evermore, which is the next era that we're transitioning into.
I did
I'm-
not think "'Tis the Damn Season" was gonna make it.
I was just about to
Right?
say, I'm surprised that one made it because like that's like a Christmas song, right?
Like
Uh
if you
Like-
want it to be.
She's like talking about coming home like
Yeah.
during like Christmas time and like hooking
Right.
up with like a past ex. Like
Yeah.
that's like on my Christmas playlist.
But it's not like a holly jolly Christmas
Sing it,
song.
I
Tosh.
It's
go
like
from jingle bells to 'tis the damn
To
season.
Of course. Mhm.
I also didn't think Tolerate It would make it.
I
That's the
didn't think
one that
that
I
one
was
either.
referring to. That I love that song, but I was like, she would never.
That's your
She
bedroom
Yeah.
heard me.
song.
She watched our pod. I hate you.
Samantha in her
Also, I
bedroom.
saw you tolerate it.
Just
Also,
Photoshop me on a bed with that.
I saw the performance for that one, and it's really, really, really good.
I saw a piece that all I've seen for that one is that she has the dinner table, someone
Yeah.
sitting across, and like she sets the table or
Ooh,
something. I'm excited
Yeah,
for
it's
that
like a
one.
whole like acting out thing.
I love that.
Okay, I found out some new stuff about Marjorie. You guys know I'm a huge Marjorie stan. Like
Me too. I
I'm a
freaking love
huge Marjorie stan.
Marjorie.
And I found out so Marjorie, Taylor's grandma, her when Taylor says like all her closets and backlog dreams,
Mhm.
her aspirations in life were to be a singer, and she
Mhm.
never was. And her vocals are on Marjorie,
Yeah.
and Taylor plays obviously Marjorie in the crowd, and she liked this video on TikTok. This is how I know it's true. She plays Marjorie on the set list for Eras Tour with her grandmother's vocals playing to the crowd so that her grandma could fulfill her dreams of being a singer and perform
Stop.
Oh,
live.
Stop.
that's so sweet.
And that
I
is why
didn't
Marjorie is on the set list. And like,
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I have goosebumps.
yeah.
I knew it was her grandma's vocals in it,
Yeah.
but like that is
That
really deep.
story.
That's really deep.
I didn't even know that it was her grandmother's vocals. And like, I'm such a huge stan of that song.
Yeah.
That's one of my top for the album.
Same.
I freaking love
It's
that. Let
not
me
a
cry
top
when
for
I
me,
hear
but I like it.
So how about this transition from Tolerate It into Ready for It as the next
Are you ready
era?
for it?
it.
It's Sammy's other bedroom song.
Who said that?
Renee.
That was not on our list, not on our bingo card.
Wait, wait. You mentioned when we were doing Tolerated, and I said Sammy on the bed listening to Tolerated, and you said to Photoshop it. The picture that I want photoshopped of Samantha on the bed is
I
her
know.
falling in Boone.
I know.
Oh, I
I
got you.
know.
You know how I did 27 of them, so I could do 28. No
I
problem.
knew it was gonna go there. I knew it.
Wait, I already have one of her on a bed.
Yes,
For
I know.
real?
That's why I said
Yeah.
it.
Oh
Those the
man.
roses.
I can't wait to share this with you guys.
You
Samantha slipped and fell in Boone so badly.
wait. Can you post the video first and then post the screenshots to
Okay.
provide
Yeah.
So
context?
we will share the video with you guys of Sammy. It's literally Sammy takes a tumble, should be the name of it.
Jump then fall.
Jump then fall, literally. She jumped and fall. We're just hanging in Boone. This girl loses it. She falls. We
Yeah.
have made it like that was our trip.
Oh
Our
my God.
retreat in a nutshell was Samantha falling, and now I'm so glad that we get to show you guys what she looks like in her room listening to Tolerate It.
I really go back to that video when I need like a pick me up.
So yeah, we have the transition from Evermore into Rep, which I'm super excited for. I
Yeah.
love Taylor's freaking costume for Rep.
The like one pant leg and the
with the
Mhm.
snake.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So freaking cool. So
Yeah.
cool. We'll talk about costumes like after we get through the set list, but her
Mhm.
costumes were just so amazing. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
And
love
she
her.
really trusted that one because she did some like wide leg thing, and like the little like shorts part could have like moved so easily.
Okay, but so my cousin is a dance coach, instructor, whatever you want to call it. They have butt glue so that you glue the like shorts to your leg and you don't get a wedgie or anything.
That
Oh
makes
my
sense.
God.
Isn't that
I
cool?
might need that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Okay, so after Rep, we have the talk of the night. one Speak Now song. What do you guys think? Like, what are your thoughts there? I don't even know what to say about it.
It wasn't even on our list.
The song.
We
Yeah,
didn't pick Enchanted. I'm
I
we
really
feel
did
like we
not.
would
surprised
have
at
picked
that.
it.
We did not.
I think we had just like other things that we wanted from Speak Now. Like we wanted Better Than Revenge. And in hindsight, we should
Yeah.
have known that Enchanted was going to be on the
Yeah,
setlist
that's an
Yeah.
obvious choice.
over Better
We
Than Revenge.
thought Long Live was going to be the closer.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. So I saw this theory
Mhm.
that I don't know if you guys know, but when Speak Now was originally created, and I looked it up and I verified it myself, Taylor originally wanted to name the album Enchanted.
Mhm.
And Scott Borchetta shut her down and said, no, we're naming it Speak Now. Some people have said that maybe she played Enchanted as the one song because it's an Easter egg saying that the album is now going to be called Enchanted and no longer Speak Now.
Hmm.
But we know that the trademark for Speak Now Taylor's version just got approved.
I was gonna say we
So
just talked about that yesterday, so
yeah, it's a little far-fetched, but also
Mhm.
like I could kind of see it.
or it could just be meaningful because like she wanted to name it that, so she just
Pick that one
picked
song.
that
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of Speak Now songs as the surprise songs. Like I feel like a lot of those songs are very good acoustic and piano. And
Yeah.
especially knowing that they were all written by Taylor alone, we know
Mhm.
that those are like her choice instruments when she's writing songs anyway. So I can totally see her like picking up a piano, picking up a guitar, playing the piano to a lot of the songs on Speak Now.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe she does like all
Haunted.
of the rest and then like gives us the whole album. Like, as
True,
I
maybe
here you
like
go. I just sang it all for you. Now you can take it home.
we transition from Speak Now into Red. And another thing, going back to Speak Now, we have Red, she's wearing the 22 shirt. So
Yeah.
she has these little like this, she changed the saying, right? So it said, instead of not a lot going on at the moment, it said a lot going on at the moment, and a lot was in red. And then the next day she wears a top that says, ew, who's Taylor Swift anyway?
Yeah.
So there's like this whole idea that maybe she's like alluding to their like how do I
The
explain?
letters in red.
The letters in red are like an Easter egg of when Speak Now Taylor's version comes out. But I think she's only gonna have 2 costume sets. Like I don't think she's gonna change costumes enough that it's gonna tell us when Speak Now is. You get me? Like you know how many of those
Mm,
t-shirts she would have to have for it to actually say like Speak Now Taylor's version, whatever.
mm.
I feel like she could though, because that's an easy one to switch up because it's the same costume, it's just a different shirt.
Yeah, but it's a lyric from the song. So like what, she's gonna do the entire lyrics of 22 throughout the whole tour?
Yeah, like how she did it on the actual red like OG or stolen version vinyl that every song had like a decoding thing.
Right.
Like she did like it could be like she's
But
gonna
that's
just
every song. This is a
no, but like
t-shirt
every
from one song.
one song made its own message. So I feel like she can make it that this one song
Mhm.
makes a message. Like I think it's
I get
definitely
that.
possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it off the table. We transition from Red into Folklore. Folklore had like the biggest,
She did
like
so many.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's like the biggest group of songs for the night.
Wait, you have 7?
Yeah. Invisible String, Betty, Last Great American Dynasty. I'm so freaking excited for that. I knew Betty's a win for you, Tosh.
Oh my gosh.
It was on our
I knew
list.
you were super excited about
It
that
was
one.
what I replied when they asked us at the giveaway was song I wanted to hear, so I won.
Yep. August, Illicit
Mhm.
Affairs, My Tears Ricochet, and Cardigan.
So this is me trying, and 7 were surprise songs.
7 is like slam poetry, I heard. Like it's like
Okay.
a speech is 7, and
Okay.
This Is Me Trying is a surprise song.
Okay.
Oh, I love that one.
This Is Me Trying is a surprise song for night 2. Mirror Ball was night 1
Okay.
surprise song. Yes.
Nice.
Another thing that I found out, My Tears Ricochet is about Taylor and her masters and the fallout with Big Machine Records.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I had no idea. So I kept seeing these videos of people putting, like, they were taping Taylor specifically when she was saying anywhere just not home, like I can go anywhere just not home. And I was like, wow, that, like, when I watched it I was like, man, that makes me feel like her masters, like she can't go back to, like,
What
who
she
she
knew.
was, what, yeah. And then I was like, let me just do some research. So I did a little Google search, and yes, it's about her, like, fallout with Scott Borchetta. And she kind of wrote it in, like, how she trusted him, and, like, it can be seen as two ways, like it tells the story of her fallout with Big Machine and Scott Borchetta, but it can also be seen as like somebody who's going through a divorce kind of thing. So I was like, wow, love that. And now I love it even more that it's on
Yeah.
the set list, because I'm like, this is the Eras tour, and you're talking about how, like, what all of these eras have meant to you throughout your career, and like you can't go home to what you once knew because of what they did to you. So I love that.
That was one of my first favorite songs from that album. I loved it so
Really?
much.
For
Yeah, so
real.
yeah, that was the story. I was like, yeah, that's so deep.
It is
She
really
really hit on
deep.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we transition from folklore into 1989, which I feel like we had some pretty good ones on 1989 in our dream set list. I just know that we really wanted I Wish You Would, and that one wasn't on there.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with Better Than Revenge, Long Live, or I Wish You Would surprise songs.
True. Long Live is definitely going to be a surprise song. I Wish You Would,
I
piano
meant for our
version.
tour, for our show. I
Oh, it's
want one
only
of those
two.
three.
It's only two.
I know, I'm saying like I want for sure one of those three for our show.
Okay. I think she can do I Wish You Would piano version. I think Better Than Revenge guitar. I I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
that can
don't.
be a surprise song. I don't think it's an option for surprise songs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe piano. It could maybe be a piano version.
Yeah. Long Live could definitely.
Long Live for sure, because she did Long Live piano at I think she did it Speak Now, and she did it at Rep mixed with New Year's Day.
Did she
So
do Clean?
she did not do Clean at Eras Tour. No. No.
Okay.
Clean
Did
is
we
not
have
on there.
that?
We did.
Damn, that's gonna be a good piano surprise
That
song.
would be a good ass
Exactly.
surprise song.
That's what I wanted to
That's gonna
check.
be a good one. I've been like trying to listen to songs that I'm like, okay, realistically, she could play this as a surprise song, because we know a surprise song is either acoustic or piano. So I'm
Right.
like I have my Spotify open, and Question is the song that's on my Spotify right now. She can't play that as a surprise song.
Right.
Like,
Can I ask you a question?
okay, and then our last era is Midnights, and we have a pretty good chunk of Midnights, and she closes out with Karma. So I
Wait,
like
you
that.
skipped. Didn't she do Tim McGraw?
Tim McGraw was the surprise song. Tim McGraw and Mirrorball were surprise songs from night 1. So that also, thank you for saying that, because that
She
reminds
cuts out
me
debut totally.
there's no debut on the set
Oh
list.
my God.
Oh, you see, because I saw that first night set list, so I thought she did Tim McGraw was the debut song.
No, that's why I created 2 set lists for you guys, for our listeners, one with the set list and one with the surprise song, so that we can see, the differences and what's actually on the set list and what's not. So Tim McGraw and Mirrorball were night 1 surprise songs, and This Is Me Trying and State of Grace piano. State of Grace is like my favorite Red song.
That's a bop.
I'm really sad that I missed out that one. I'm really sad that, like, I'll never get to hear it again live. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for set list. I really can't believe that she kicked off debut. And like, it's funny because she talks about before playing Evermore songs, how TikTok made her realize that everybody says she hates Evermore, but like, she obviously hates Speak Now and Debut.
Obviously.
I saw You know, on the beginning of the Bejeweled music video, Laura Dern is like, speak not.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so funny.
Somebody was like, this is the biggest like Easter egg, whatever, that we missed out on. I was like, no, literally, like that actually is the Easter egg we missed out on. So, what was your favorite costume? I like that she had 2 sets of most costumes. Like there were some costumes you can tell though, like all of her costumes are custom made. So a lot of them, like they just aren't going to be ready back to back.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like hesitant to think that she's going to change the 22 shirt a million times.
I see. I also love that she had custom made Louis.
The boots?
The Christian Louboutins.
Yeah,
they're gorgeous.
For every outfit.
For every
like that
outfit,
is
yeah.
insane. But go you.
I think somebody said they cost like $50,000 a pair.
I don't even want to know.
How many of the sweaters and merch that I bought from you, Taylor, paid for those boots?
I need to know.
Let us know, please.
The 3 of us alone, we each paid for an era, for boots from an era.
You're welcome, Taylor.
Our VIP packages.
I really love her. I love her lover outfits. I think they're so cute. I love the enchanted dress, and I love that
the gown.
Yes, and that it mirrors the Speak Now gown.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about the costumes is that they're the older versions of like actual tour costumes.
Yeah, more mature, like
love that.
That's what I love about that. And did you guys know, I think this was a thing for Red Tour also. I guess I feel like I just have learned so much about Taylor Swift, like now that we have the pod, we're like so much more involved with the fandom. But in the original Red Tour, Taylor's 22 hat, she has it custom made, and then she signs the inside of it and gives it away to a fan every single night of the tour. She's doing that again on the Eras tour.
Oh my God.
About that it was like basically saying like, I hope I'm the hat person, and I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, so I saw a video of her giving away the hat to somebody on night 2, and then I followed this account. You guys should check them out. Super cool, Taylor Swift styled, and it goes into all of Taylor's costumes, and they like tell you who made it, what the pieces were. They'll sometimes like the people that run this account, or the person, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's like a group or just one person, they really work hard to get all of the information, and they do such a good job at like the details, and it makes it so much more exciting. So then that's how I found out that it was like the same hat as the original Red Tour, and that she gives it away to a fan every night, and it's actually signed by Taylor on the inside.
Oh my God, I love that.
I know.
I hope you do that with like her boots.
I know, really, but she has to throw both pairs. I need to get both, not just one.
Can you imagine?
Size 7,
like,
please.
Getting hit in the head with Christian Louboutins, but they're Taylor's, so you have like the mark of the heel.
I'll take it
forever. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it for spoilers. Are we ready to like move into Dear Reader?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, welcome back. If you missed, like you skipped over the last little section, let's get started. We have some exciting fan questions tonight. I'm really excited for this segment in general. I love that you guys submit questions, so please continue doing it. It just makes me feel closer. Like, I feel like it makes us feel closer to you guys. And then the fact that we get to help you out by answering them is just like fun in general. So our first question is from Elizabeth. She's at Morgan's Craft Jewels on Instagram, and she wants to know if Taylor is still doing after the show meet and greets with fans. Unfortunately, for the Eras tour, she is not. So far, no. I mean, I don't suspect that it's going to change, but as of right now, there are no meet and greets. She was seen both nights leaving the stadium after the concert
in a comfy outfit.
The second night. The first night she was like still wearing tour clothes when I saw her like leaving. Have you guys seen the video? The people who had obstructed view seats literally like could see
her
everything backstage. That's so crazy to me. That's how they saw her like leaving in the car.
And she was like waving at them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, what a clear view of the back of the stage.
Yeah. But at
God.
least they set up screens this year so you can see
Yeah.
Taylor on the screen.
Yeah.
People still aren't happy about that.
But yeah, so she's not doing meet and greets. I mean, she's performing for 3 hours straight. We have to give her a break at some point. Like, can you imagine performing for 3 hours straight until 11 p.m. and then I'm sure she showers, gets ready, and then has to meet fans for like another hour and a half, at least 2 hours. Like it's just
Yeah.
that's until 1 in the morning to like
No
do
way.
it all again the next night. I think
Yeah.
I would rather have the extra hour of Taylor performing than the hour of meet and greets.
Yeah, of meeting like a select few people. Like it's just more like bang for your buck for her to just do a
Mhm.
better set that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah, I think it's more about the group and obviously Taylor's health, her mom's health. All the videos of her mom, she was in the back and wearing a mask the whole
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
So those are just things that we have to consider. And I also have already seen people posting about getting COVID after opening night.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I maybe things will change throughout the tour, but I really don't expect it to. COVID is still out there. It's still really a real thing. So
It is, people take it seriously.
our next question is from Alina at Alina B10_103 on Instagram. She has a question about merch. So she says
Mhm.
most stadiums only allow small clear bags in. So if someone wants to buy merch and bring it into the stadium, are they basically forced to pay $30 for a tote bag to carry, which is on the like list of merch things? A really cute tote
Right.
bag is out there, but we get one with our VIP. If you have VIP, it's the same merch bag. I'm pretty sure it's just a different color. So
Yeah. So I also saw a TikTok. I know, Ren, you did the research for this one, but I also saw a TikTok of like kind of like a girl's merch bag, and it
mhm.
does come in like a clear bag. So you don't have to worry about having to carry each individual item you buy and having a strict bag policy. It does come with like a clear plastic bag, which might be something to keep in mind if you don't want to take a bag into the stadium. Buy
Yeah.
merch, you can use that clear bag as kind of like your bag and put water
Right.
bottles or whatever in there. So
We
that's
talked
kind of
about
good to
that. Yeah, in the last
Mhm.
episode. We said if you're going to buy merch, and I saw the clear plastic bag and it's actually so cute. It has
it says,
Taylor Swift the Eras Tour on it.
yeah.
I was like, man, I need to buy merch just so I can get the clear bag.
For sure.
And you ask for like everything you buy to be in a separate bag.
Me complaining always about how much money we spend on Taylor Swift, and then me making myself buy merch just so that I can get a clear plastic bag, a literal clear plastic bag. Okay, our next question is from Bailey at the Bailey Player on Instagram. She wants to know how early you can get into the stadium if you have floor seats, but not specifically VIP. So this one is just like information like this. You can actually find it on your stadium's website, but stadium doors open for VIP between 3 and 3:30. I don't know if it's at 3:30 or at 3. It's somewhere in between there. We'll know more as the concerts like as Eras Tour progresses. I'm still like trying to figure out a lot of stuff about what went on, and it was opening weekend, super chaotic. But if
Mhm.
you're not VIP, no matter what section you are, stadium doors open at 4:30, and that is just across the board. So I know that for State Farm Stadium in Glendale, they had like this Taylor Swift pre-party in like the tailgate lot, and it looks super cool. Like it had a bunch of
What?
pop-ups, yeah, photo ops. Everybody was trading bracelets out there. I'm like
Mhm.
seriously really curious to see if that's something that they continue doing throughout. Like, I don't know if it was just State Farm Stadium that did that or all of the stadiums are doing that. So
Mhm.
I want to like keep you guys updated on that because it looked really fun. Like I had a lot of FOMO just watching those videos. And then our last question was an anonymous question, and it was,
Ooh.
what are our top two favorite Taylor Swift songs?
Oh my God.
That's really hard. I don't know, like I was gonna say like maybe we can do it by era or all time. Like I don't know how you want to approach that, but I feel like if we go by era, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, I feel
So
like it definitely means all time.
yeah, so let's claim. I've been thinking about this for a while, so I think I'm gonna claim my two right now. I think I have them. And if it changes tomorrow, please don't judge me.
Hmm.
but I
I'm just
think
gonna.
I've
I
made
have
my
the
decision.
first two that come to mind, so I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Me.
Yeah, you said you have the
You
first two
had
that come
it.
to
Well,
mind.
you said you wrote it first, so you go.
No, you said it out loud that you have the first two that come to mind. Go.
All
You
too
just want to
well.
hear what I
No,
say
no,
so
I'll
that you
say it. I'll
can.
say it.
Okay.
All too well, 10-minute version,
Okay.
Mm.
and long live.
Okay.
Those are my top two.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's honestly, that was all too well time in a virgin was a consideration for me. Long live is on my top two of all time. It just has to
Me
be.
too.
I knew it was gonna be on all three of
I love
ours.
that.
Yeah. Long live. And
Oh
this
my
may
God.
come as a surprise to some, but Daylight.
You've always said you like that song.
Yeah,
I
you really have.
I like that is one Taylor Swift song
Mhm.
that no matter what, I will always, if it comes on shuffle, I don't care what mood I'm in, I don't care what era I'm in, I will always listen to it. And if it's like playing on shuffle and I miss the like intro, I missed a certain part, I will go back and replay it again. That
I
song
love that.
just like it means a lot to me. And like I was happy with my two because I'm like, okay, I have two songs and I have my song for us, like Long Live, and then I have my song for me and Adrián. And like those are the two things that I love most about Taylor. It's like our friendship part of it, and then like all the songs that I make relatable to my relationship. So
Oh,
Sama,
oh my God, this is so hard.
Don't think too much.
yeah,
It's just that like literally after going through this set list, I am thinking too much.
you already have Long Live, so you have
Yeah, Long Live
one.
is there for sure. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I might have to go with this one is just sticking in my brain, but long story short, when you're talking about like a meaningful song,
I
like that
love
one
that
stuck.
song
I like
so
that song too.
much. That is such
I
a
have
good
to say
song. Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
that is a
speaks.
yeah, that's a really, really good song.
it is. I would say I have two runners up that come to mind immediately.
Okay.
Ivy, I
Mm.
Great
love, and
song.
Death by a Thousand Cuts, I love.
Oh
That
my
was one of
God.
my songs that I was considering was Death by a Thousand Cuts, but I was like, I love that song so much, but I don't know if it's like a top two all time for me.
We
Yeah.
go hard at
My
that one.
yeah, it's a really good song, but I
Mhm.
also I don't know if it could be one of my top two of all time because I always think of the Finding Nemo seagulls and my.
It can't be. You ruined it.
Ruined it.
Now now you have to listen to it the way I listen to it. So I'm grateful that I mentioned that. I think my runner up was Fearless, and I'm sure like that was
Yeah.
probably you guys probably knew that already.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that's my runner up song. What's your runner up, Sama?
Ooh, again, just coming into my mind, Treacherous. I've
Oh,
always
Yes,
liked the chord progression in that song. For some reason, like the specific, like the instruments and I don't know, it always got to me.
that is
Love
a
that's a
really,
good
really,
one.
yeah, that's an amazing song. Us about literally every Taylor Swift song ever.
Oh yeah.
No one
That's
has said one that we're like, yeah.
it.
Okay, my next runner up, Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is where I leave.
I saw today on TikTok somebody said labyrinth girlies are also daylight girlies. And I was like, I can't claim this. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't see
Girly.
why we would
And
be
you'd also
considered
be like a
labyrinth
false
girlies.
god girly.
They said we're also the Archer girlies.
Oh, for sure. I love the art.
Um,
But I
No.
don't see daylight with that group. I
Yeah.
see them
no.
all together, but not daylight.
Daylight Daylight is like the like light, lovey Taylor Swift songs. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that it's like.
yeah, I'm trying to think of one too. And maybe that's
Mm,
why I like it is because it's not like the other songs. But I
Yeah.
feel like Daylight Girlies are all of the girls you love before girlies. I think they could be in the same group.
that
Yeah.
song, it's so new, but I don't, it really hits for me.
No, yeah, it's a bop. It's
A
a
boppy bop.
freaking bop. Okay, so let's segue into some tips, tricks, what we know about the Eras tour.
Ooh.
I want to bring up this thing about the stage just because it's like so interesting to me. So a lot of people, and because we have floor for the first time ever, and this is the first time that people are saying that floor is not the best seats for tour.
Not
So I'm like pulling my hairs, like, why? But honestly, as we've said before, every single seat at a Taylor Swift concert is the best seat at a Taylor Swift concert because you're there and that's all that freaking matters. But what I wanted to point out more was that the stage is like super tall, right? So people who are on the floor are mostly seeing Taylor the whole time. Whereas if you're sitting lower bowl or upper bowl, I think is what it's called, you're looking down at Taylor and the projections on the stage.
Right.
So that's just something to think about, consider if you haven't purchased tickets already, like the kind of experience that you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, I honestly, this is our first time on floor and our first time on floor together. So we're going to have an amazing time no matter what. And that's the same thing to be said of anybody. If you love Taylor Swift, no matter what ticket you have, you are going to have the best night of your life. I just did want to point out that people have been saying the experience of what you see is different depending on where you sit.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about getting there early and the pre-party in the stadium lot that I wanted to kind of just talk about that. A lot of people were trading bracelets at that little pre-party. So that's why I'm definitely going to find out if it's something that is going to be done across all of the stadiums or it was just a Glendale thing, because it was a really nice spot to like just go trade bracelets, that kind of stuff, take a bunch of pics, get ready, get excited. And that opened at noon. So obviously doors don't open till 4:30. You can hang out there for a while, grab a drink with friends, tailgate, this, that, and the other.
I also saw like for events around that area, that a lot of restaurants were participating in like Taylor Swift themed, you know, things. So it'd be cool to check out what's going in your area. Who knows? Maybe some
Yeah.
cocktails, food.
And our friends at Le Petit Fat are throwing a bunch of tailgates. So you can look at that information. I'll tag them in a post when this episode comes out. So you can go and see if they're having a tailgate in your area and you can hang out there. I know they're doing a bunch of stuff with the trading, the party, just a lot of exciting stuff before tour actually, before the night starts. Listen to me. Tour has already started, Renee. But talking about friendship bracelets, they were definitely a thing at opening weekend. I was so excited to see people literally like all the way up to their elbows in friendship bracelets. And everybody was like, guys, it really is a thing. Like some people were like, is it only a floor thing? They were saying, no, it's literally from floor all the way up to upper bowl. What I did notice that people were saying is that if you're wearing the bracelets, it's going to make people come up to you and be like, hey, let's trade. Whereas if you're not, they're just like going to think that you don't have bracelets.
Right.
So we already told you guys to wear the bracelets anyway, just like to make it easier to get into the stadium. But I know people who were at the pre-party had them in like little baggies and that kind of thing, and then wore them into the stadium and traded like all night long. So it is definitely a thing and stadiums are allowing it. And I love that. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
Have you been making any bracelets, Tosh?
Yeah, I have a good amount. I'm gonna make more because I have seen, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I've seen, like people making bracelets with like the first letter of each word in like a lyric.
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh, that's such a cute idea. I can't believe I didn't think of that. So I'm gonna probably do that. But I have like the ones for the city and Eras tour and like all the Eras colored ones. I probably have like 20 or 30.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. I have 10. I have
But I'm
10
splitting
and
it
2
between both
keychains.
shows.
Oh, like you're going to be finished for LA now.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I think I'm making mine more for like Tampa now. And then when I come back from Tampa, I will like get in the LA, gear.
I was kind of making and gonna split. I don't know. It maybe depends on my mood.
Yeah.
How many I think.
Yeah, I have 2 of the acronym bracelets. I have a How You Get the Girl one, but that's because that was, spoiler alert, what my costume was going to be for LA. So I was like, kind of gonna keep that one and like wear it, but I'm not wearing that anymore. So that one's up for grabs. And I have an all too well 10-minute version
Oh, I have that one. Yeah.
acronym bracelet. Yeah.
They
There
want like lyric ones.
there have been some that people have been posting. I'm like, what?
That's why I want them because they're like fun to decode. We can put them on our story and be like, what is this lyric?
Someone please help me out. The merch truck. So there's like been some rumors floating around that there's actually going to be 9 merch trucks now. There,
I
I
saw
think,
that they're getting more based on what happened in Glendale.
yeah. So we will keep you guys updated with that, with what happens in Vegas this weekend. I don't really want to provide much more because I don't really know. But I will say the cheapest item on sale was the Globaton at $15. And God help me, I need that Globaton for my collection. I
Yes.
think I still have the Speak Now one.
Me
And it was like
too.
a
Little
pen.
one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
little one.
And the water bottle was $25. That's so expensive, but whatever. And the hoodie was 75, which her hoodies online for Eras Tour were already 75. So we were kind of expecting that to be the most expensive merch anyway. And then exciting exclusive tour merch that's like exclusive to your city. They have a poster that has like the city name on it and the Eras Tour logo. So that's cute. I think it was like 35 bucks. I'm sure I'm gonna cave in and buy one. So
I was about to say that for me.
I
but
really
we
want the
will.
tapestry.
Yes, I want that too,
Yeah.
but I wish it was like kind of exclusive. Like I guess it's tour exclusive, right? Because they don't
Yeah.
sell it on the
And it's only
website.
$30. It's not a lot.
It's not
Oh.
expensive. Yeah. My thing with the tapestry is that like I don't know where I would put it. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want it.
Yeah.
I really don't have a place to put it.
It's just so nice.
It is. And for $30, honestly, that's like a really good buy.
Yeah. Like you could get a
Tapestries
water bottle for 25 or a tapestry for 30.
Yeah. Yeah. So wristbands, Taylor's still doing wristbands for the shows, but instead of them being at the seats that like they have been in years past, they when you scan your ticket, they're given to you right away. So they're cute this year. They're thin and they're like an actual, like it kind of looks like a hair tie, but it's the wristband versus like the big clunky stuff that they've had in the past. Talked a little bit about this before, but for those who were not in the spoiler section of this episode, Taylor is doing 2 surprise songs every night. So one will be acoustic, one will be piano. And she mentioned that she will not be repeating them throughout the entirety of the tour. So just keep an eye out for that. I made a playlist for specifically the surprise songs so that you guys can kind of, figure out and decode what your city might be, and just so that we can keep track of what she's been playing. I am going to also share on our socials the timeline of events. I'm not going to go through it here just because it's like really long and we are wrapping up tonight's episode, but it'll go through everything based on when the first merch truck opens to when alcohol is cut off and the concert ends. So, priorities, right? And then the last thing I want to talk about before we finish up tonight is that Capital One is doing a opportunity to upgrade your seats specifically for card holders. So it's like this little photo op they have inside the stadium of the elevator with all the Eras Taylors, and you like take a picture there. And I believe it's only on Twitter. I'll have to double check because it could be on Twitter and Instagram, but I think it's only on Twitter. You tweet it, use the hashtag, and they'll select you to upgrade your seats. But then with that being
That's
said,
cool.
yeah, it is super cool. So I will find out more information on that and share it as we know more. But I think that's like the biggest stuff for tonight. Does anybody have anything to share? Costumes, excitement, LA stuff? Ooh, you guys did a really good job. I mean, we made it super easy, but everybody guessed correctly the eras for Natasha's costume and Samantha's costume. So Tosh is Lover era and Sammy's Reputation. Since I changed my costume last minute, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm Fearless era. I'm like throwback / new Fearless era,
I
we'll
love.
see kind of thing. But we will keep, hinting at little, doing little costume drops as we get closer to revealing our actual costumes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited.
think I'll have my Atlanta costume totally done or like put together by the time the next episode comes out.
Ooh.
Ooh. So 2 more weeks. And I think that wraps up tonight's show. So I just want to say thank you so much for loving and supporting our show. Thank you so much for talking to us on social media. Honestly, some of my favorite parts of the day are chatting with you guys on socials. So keep that up. Our Dear Reader question box will remain open. It is the top link on our link tree, but I will update with some more stuff that we know about tour. I will also share on socials a lot of the stuff that we talked about in tonight's episode. I believe we're going to make a post. We'll put it like the spoiler alert that we have. It will be a PG-13 rated spoiler
Very good.
featuring the set list, but I will also link the set list playlist that we created and the surprise song playlist that we created for you guys on social. So just remember to follow us on there. We are at T Swift Sisters Pod on Instagram and at T Swift Sisters on TikTok and Twitter. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
See ya.